Ew. Do you guys smell that? Ugh. Smells like the unearthly stench of dildo daggins. I knew I smelled something fishy. Or I guess leafy. The kid of his eyes like peeking out from underneath is kind of cute. Anyways, welcome back to Zmur, guys. In between episodes, I went back to the swamp shooting gallery and won so we could get the ocean title deed, and we are going to give it to this fine sir, as he strokes his leafy mustache. Thanks for stopping by. You should give up going to the far side of the canyon. That place is cursed. If you don't have something that drives away demons, they'll catch you. Rumor has it, demons aren't afraid unless they see something that looks the same as themselves. Don't you need any blue potions? Actually, let's buy one of these before we give him the title deed, because I could actually use it. Blue potions refill magic and health, which might actually come in use for what we're about to do. Oh, that's right. We actually have to talk to him as a Zora. We're a Zora real estate agent now. He'll see us. Thanks for stopping by. You're from the ocean, aren't you? I'm here to sell blue potions. Actually, I want to do business in the sea breeze while listening to the sound of the waves. But to open a business in another place, you need to go through the proper channels first. Do you know what I mean? I have a title deed right here. Unfortunately, it's indoors, so you're not going to be able to hear the ocean, but you can always go outside and hear it. No! Dude! This game is just screwing us. And I really, really hope that we can find the Deku mask before the end of this 3-day cycle, because if I can't, then I'm going to have to play the swamp shooting gallery again, which I lost like 4 times this time. I did not do so well to be able to get to that heart piece over there. I almost said shark piece. Sometimes it happens. Okay, we're just going to jump in the water right here. And we're going to swim all the way upstream. So also, in between episodes, I got a bunch of Deku sticks, Deku nuts, refilled our magic and arrows and everything, because there's an enemy gauntlet at the very head of this river with 4 mini bosses from all the temples for us to fight. And we can actually get a lot of prizes. There's 5 separate items up here. So hopefully this is going to be good for us. And I'm just really surprised we haven't found a sword yet, because there's a lot of sword opportunities. Because I'm pretty sure there's the regular sword, the razor sword, the gilded sword, and the great fairy sword. So there's like 4 swords hidden around in this overworld that we still haven't found yet. It's pretty interesting that we haven't found any of those yet. It's led to a very interesting experience overall. Like I said, this has definitely been one of the hardest randomizers we've done. Like, Majora's Mask is already the hardest randomizer because of all the side quests and all of those shenanigans. But mixing it in with not getting good items for a long time makes it even more difficult. Alright, here we go. We can come here since we have the light arrows. Ehehe. It seems somehow you have managed to send the Icana's wandering spirits into peace. But outside of Icana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again and have been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they'll welcome you. Ehehe. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, because I think the mini bosses of Majora's Mask are actually better than the regular bosses. Well, maybe not better than Goat. Goat's pretty fun, but apart from that, some of these mini bosses are pretty cool, especially Wart. I think this one's pretty easy. This is like Elizabeth on steroids. He has a freaking, what is that, a battle axe? Yeah, this guy means business. So I got some Deku sticks. We should be able to make quick work of him that way. Oh, was there 2 of them? Oh, there is. Oh, is there 3? I didn't realize there was 3 of them. Dude, crap. What? They died in 1 jump attack from a Deku stick? No, don't burn me. I was feeling pretty toasty. Here. I think these guys die pretty quickly. And last but not least, this guy who can't even figure out how to walk around a rock back here. I've always wondered what these paper faces hanging around these rooms were. Do these things represent spirits in Japanese culture? I love how much Japanese lore exists. The Japanese have one of the most interesting cultures and histories, in my opinion. Alright, we got a gold-plated chest. What is it? Express mail to Mama. Okay, I'll take that. That can actually, I think we need to find this twice, because I'm pretty sure you can get 2 things with this. One of them we can give to Madame Aroma, and then one we can give to the mailman. And they both do separate things. At least I think. I can't remember exactly. I think we just need to give that to the mailman on day 3, and he'll go and give it to Madame Aroma. And Madame Aroma will be like, you're free, you can leave the town before it gets crushed. And then he'll give you his postman's hat as he quits his job. Oh, dang it. that was a terrible jump. It was actually a really cool looking jump. Freaking Link jumps so cool in this game. Or Cafe. Cafe? It seems like the people were kind of split in how his name is pronounced. Like 50% thought it was like Cafe, and the other 50% said it was Cafe. I don't think it matters that much. Like, pronunciation doesn't matter that much unless Cafe was a real person and he could legitimately get offended by the fact that we were mispronouncing his name. Now, I'm gonna call this guy Blueface. It's Blueface, baby. Yite, little wizard Harry. Can we use light arrows on him? I'm not sure if it does any more damage. Also, while I'm fighting this guy, I want to apologize for not uploading like daily during the weekend this week. I was wanting to, but they actually had an event this weekend called Indieland. It was run by the Completionists, and it was like a charity event where they played indie games and raised money for charity. And I didn't want to come and record this weekend because my office is right next to the room where they were streaming, like literally right next to it. I share a wall, and I didn't want to come and be like a distraction or anything, so I decided to just stay home. But the event went really, really well, and they rose over $100,000 for charity, so I'm still like super proud of them. And instead, I stayed home and played Super Metroid, and I finally beat it. And my only question is, why did I take so long to play Super Metroid? The final boss for that game was like one of the coolest experiences of my whole entire life. I am so disappointed in myself. Oh crap, he's right behind me. Dang it. I should have noticed that. Sometimes I get too caught up in talking. There he goes. See you later. Get out of here, Wizrobe. Nobody wants to deal with yo stanky ass. Another gold-plated chest. Okay. Seems like this is a better area for us to be. Come on, transformation mask. Transformation mask, baby. Thank you. There we go. Freaking Goron mask. Damn, we finally got it, guys. Another transformation mask, and this, damn, this opens up a lot of opportunities for us. Not gonna lie. We'll go ahead and still finish up this little miniature dungeon though, because might as well. Lots of opportunities for us in here. And then we can go start to roll around at the speed of sound, because we got places to go. Finding my rainbow. Can't stick around. We got to keep moving on, because what lies ahead, there's only one way to find out. Everything about this place is really interesting. Like, from those little things hanging on the ceilings to the little dragons that are painted on the doors and walls. Who is that supposed to be? Oh, that's probably Dildo Dragons, the brother of the Deku Scrub that was outside. Wait, who are we fighting in here? Excuse me? What? Hello? There he is. It is a gigantic bubble bath. This is probably one of my favorite enemies to fight out of all Zelda games. I just love the concept of him. Just the fact that he surrounds himself in bubbles is so cool to me. And bubbles are just sick in general. Bubbles are just such cool things, and they're not really appreciated, if you feel me. Okay, so what we want to do... Oh, no, stop L-targeting. That's the worst thing. Stop L-targeting, please. Okay, that was a waste. Okay, what we want to do is we want to try to get enough bubbles off of this guy so we can shoot his eyeball. Some razor-sharp Zora fins. Let's go. Shing, 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 shing. Ooh, that did a lot. Magic, does this not do anything? Let's see, maybe Deku Nuts and Deku Sticks are the strategy. Oh no, it breaks a stick every single time. Yeah, that's not good. Popped a decent amount of bubbles, but still not quite enough. It's actually really hard to do. When you have a sword, it's even hard, but we don't have a sword even, so this is like the one boss I was kind of worried about. I probably should have saved him for later. Can you use multiple Deku Nuts to pop other bubbles? Ooh, Deku Nuts are the real strategy here. Holy crap! I never knew Deku Nuts were so overpowered on this boss fight. Okay, I think that like got rid of enough for us to shoot him. Oh no! It happened to cover his eye at the perfect moment. Let's get rid of a few more. I'm not even sure if I have enough power to beat the other mini boss after this, because the one after this is pretty hard, and not having a sword would pretty much be impossible. Okay, now we're about to be. Oh gosh! Okay, we're in the second phase. Bubbles are all just going to go into straight up attack mode for now. So let's try to get rid of as many of these as possible. Oh gosh, maybe we do want to drink the potion. We might be able to pull this through. Gulpy, gulp, gulp. All right, got energy drink within us, and we have all the power. Zora Link is a freaking bubble popping champion. Holy crap, get out of here, dude. Give me my personal space. You're in my personal bubble. Get it? Okay, only one left. Let's get rid of this fool. Dude, bubbles are so annoying. I love how every single boss fight that I'm like, yeah, I love fighting this boss. This is such a great boss. How I inevitably just get pissed off at it and just start saying it's the worst thing ever, like halfway through. I feel like that happens way too often, dude. Show me that beautiful eye of yours, darling. Shooting arrows right into his retina. Oh my god, oh my god. Ooh, with one arrow to spare. I can't believe we finished this fight. I'm actually really impressed. Let's see. Another good chest. What if we get this Goron and Deku mask in the same dungeon? I would have like too many things to do. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. More mail. Letter to cafe. Well, here's the other thing of mail on here. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure finding this mail allows us to do the whole entire Anduin Cafe side quest. So we now know where all of the items for that side quest are. So in the next cycle, possibly, I'll go and recollect those and we'll be able to do the Anduin Cafe side quest. Or I guess the Anduin Me side quest. That's the side quest for ourselves. It's actually, in this instance, it's the Anduin Link side quest, since Cafe is replaced with Link. Okay, should I try to go and fight the last boss? The mini boss from the Stone Tower, which is like the guy who surrounds himself with bats. I'm trying to think if fighting him without the sword is even possible. I don't know. Let's go do some other stuff right now, because we have a lot more opportunity now. And maybe we'll find this sword and we can come and fight him before this 3-day cycle ends. That sounds like the smarter decision. Okay, so this is probably a good place to show off how amazing the Goron mask is. I'm sure most of you already have seen it and played this game yourself, but for those of you who haven't, you're about to see something freaking awesome. So we have our gigantic, thick boy. He is looking scrumptious, and look at that facial hair, those sideburns. So the cool thing about this guy is, first off, he's really good at fighting. His third attack, he hits you with his butt, so that's pretty inspirational. You can turn into a rock, that's really fun. And we can also roll around, and if you get enough momentum going, you turn into literally just like a plague of destruction to everything around you. Damn, Goron Link is feeling it. I'm pretty sure there's like a rock around here that we can break as Goron Link and jump into a hole. At least I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember everything. I'll look stuff up in between episodes. I wasn't actually prepared to find the Goron mask. I should have been, because it was kind of inevitable, but you know, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Let's look around. Okay, I think this is the rock right here. Like I was pretty sure I remembered it, but sometimes my memory is just a bit foggy. Get rid of this bubble first. You know what? I'm not afraid of no bubble. Can't do anything. We don't even need to use our sword anyways. Be a Goron. We can use our fists. You can't prevent us from using our fists. But yeah, Gorons are super strong. They can punch through the brown rocks, which normally you need a Megaton hammer to break through. But Goron fists are as strong as a Megaton hammer. Ooh, a boss key. This is a good place for a boss key. It's not too difficult to get to. Let's see what temple it's for. Great Bay Temple. Cool. Like Great Day. Let's go ahead and mark that off on the tracker, and I'll mark down where that is so we can come back and get it whenever we need it. And speaking of Great Bay, let's go ahead and head to the Pirates Fortress in Great Bay. Oh gosh, it's dark. Sometimes the graphics will glitch like this if you come out of a grotto, because like things are still happening right now, but Majora's Mask is kind of weird. The last like few minutes of a day, the screen gets smaller and smaller before it finally goes to the next day. And sometimes when using emulators, it'll glitch out and just show you a black screen, so you have to just wait it out. I never understood why they made the screen get smaller leading up to the next day, though. I always thought that was pretty annoying. All right, here we are, down to the final day. This has probably been the most productive 3-day cycle of this series so far. And I think we have the Goron mask. It might even get more productive. Are we able to get to a temple yet? Now that we have the Goron mask? No. We still need the Goron Lullaby. Shoot. Damn it. All right, but let's get to the Pirates Fortress, because there's like 4 or 5 things we can get in the interior of the fortress that we can only open up using Goron Link. All right, so now that we finally have the Goron mask, which I think it's kind of cool how we're getting the transformation masks in descending order. Normally it goes Deku, Goron, Zora. Looks like we're going Zora, Goron, Deku. Deku? Oh, here's another thing they can do, is they can pound it, baby. Have you ever been pounded by a Goron? Do you want to? I'm here for you, baby. Alright, now we're gonna swim across and go through the vent, or whatever we opened up. I don't know what kind of entrance this is even supposed to be. Who knows? Ah! Bonefish. These guys will sneak up on you. Thank God for Zora's electric moves. It's electric! They even put a bonefish inside this entrance. Tisk tisk. Okay, so there's quite a few little rewards in here for us to pick up, so we should get some good bounty in a very quick succession, which is like the opposite of last episode. I think last episode we opened up less things than we did in like every other episode. It was like an anti-record, pretty much. Okay, so the first one, it's pretty easy. You just swim across this, you go across these gates. There's a chest right in the middle here. Actually, I never figured out how to get this as a kid, because I couldn't figure the way in, but it's actually just as easy as swimming over the gates. I just saw blocks and stuff, and I thought it was a block puzzle you had to solve to get in here. But nope. You just gotta not suck, I guess. So today is currently August 19th. I can't believe summer is almost over. This felt like one of the fastest summers of my whole entire life. I didn't really even do much. I kind of been just taking it easy and working on videos since I was traveling so much. But this weekend, we're going to be releasing the campaign for Versus Expo 2020, which is going to be in July of next year in Chicago. But Josh and I are starting an Indiegogo campaign to start to raise money for it. But we try to make a really good Indiegogo campaign, which this is the first time I've ever really asked money for anything, so I'm really nervous. I've never tried to raise money for any thing that I've tried to do before. Oh wait, actually scratch that. Back in 2015, I raised money to make my album Game Face. Remember I did a live stream trying to raise $1,000 to produce that album, and I remember having a stretch goal for every $100 I reached past 1,000, I would add another song to the album. Remember during that live stream I reached $1,700, and so I ended up making a 17-track album. So that was the one time I've asked for money, and this is going to be the second time, and this is excluding charity, because I don't think charity counts because I'm not asking money for myself. But this isn't quite for myself, it is, but I'm using this money that I'm going to be raising to start a charity event and hopefully raise a lot more money for charity and be able to provide people jobs and stuff in the future. At least that's the goal. Damn. Goron Link is smashing through stuff. But yeah, so the Indiegogo campaign that we created, we're trying to really give value for all of our tiers. We're not just trying to ask for money for nothing. Pretty much what we're doing is we're pretty much pre-selling tickets for the event, and then for people who can't go, we're allowing people to buy the events t-shirts and pins just to be a supporter and support our endeavors. So if any of you guys are interested in helping me out, ooh, Woodfall Temple key. This is the only Woodfall Temple key actually. So we know where this is. It's kind of an annoying place. Probably have to come back to it, but it's fine. Yeah, once we launch our campaign, if you guys are able to donate and help us out in any way, it's really appreciated. If you can't, don't feel bad. But if you can, even donating $5 and being a small supporter really helps, because the $5 donations really do add up. And hopefully we'll be able to make something really cool. We're trying to make, if you don't know what we're doing, we're starting a gaming convention, which we did our first year this year. We're trying to raise money for our second year to make sure that this year is a lot better and more professional, and that way we can make a lot more happen, because the number one thing that we lacked last year was some proper starting funds, which we spent all of our own money the first year just so we can make sure we knew what we were doing. And this year, now that we know what we're doing, we feel confident in asking for money to be able to really create the convention that we want to and make a community in place for Nintendo gamers and indie gamers and people who are into Let's Plays and stuff to hang out with each other and make friends. And if people are interested in becoming content creators, this will be a good place to meet other people who have like minds. I'll be there. Other people who are Let's Players will be there. You can make new friends and stuff. Should be really cool. So keep on the lookout for that. It's going to be a very interesting thing. I've never done anything quite like this before, and I'm very nervous because I know people can get pretty nasty towards other people when they're asking for money, because lots of people don't think that other people are deserving of it. But I hope in this case people will think that we're deserving after how much work and how much of our own money we've spent. Yeah, so far it hasn't been too great in here. How many chests? I think we've already opened up all the chests. I think this is the last room. Yeah. Okay, so now we're just exiting. Let's go ahead and get out of here with style. That was just in time. I love walking on these geysers. It's pretty sick. Oh, gotta shoot this. Actually, ooh, don't fall back down. Before we go, though, I kind of want to come up here and show something else that's pretty neat, which just kind of actually shows how stupid these pirates are. Because if you remember back in the yard, there was like 20 women just walking around as guards. But if you look through this telescope, you can literally get a view of the whole entire space. So it makes you wonder, like, why did they have 20 guards in patrol if they could have just like a couple guards out in patrol and like one woman looking through this telescope to look for intruders? They could really cut back on the amount of work they have to do for sure. But, you know, I guess they're just not smart enough. But alright, that's it for the Pirate's Fortress. Did we get anything good in here? I don't think so. I think we just got the heart piece. Which, do we have 10 hearts now? We do. Okay, so we're halfway down with heart collection. That's pretty sick. One thing at a time, right? Next, since we're Goron, let's go up into the mountains. Some really easy stuff for us to do now. What's inside this snowball? What? What? Since when can this guy be out here? I thought he could only be in the other section over here. I didn't know he could walk this far. That's hilarious. I think that's our grandpa or something. If you unthaw him, he normally teaches you the first half of the Goron Lullaby. But I'm pretty sure they cut that portion of the side quest out to make it a little bit easier. So all we have to do is go and talk to his son now, who is the crying Goron. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to come talk to Silso Zaggins. I'm pretty sure that we're a Goron. We can talk to him and buy what is normally the bomb bag. Right now, I've got a special offer just for you. I'll give you a green potion, regularly priced at 1,000 rupees. In return, you'll just give me 200 rupees. I don't know, does that mean it comes in a bottle or is it just by itself? Is it gonna fill one of our bottles with a green potion? We have enough rupees to spend. We have 1,000 in the bank. Oh, it is just a green potion. That was the most expensive green potion ever, dude. Damn. Well, I mean, we're almost out of magic, so might as well get our money's worth, right? Bottoms up. Delicious. And now that we're a Goron, we don't need the other Goron to let us in. We can let ourselves in. Just a simplistic Goron pound does the trick. Okay. Goron Shrine. We only came here for a little bit earlier to go inside the shop, but if you come in here for any longer, you start to like go freaking insane because this baby Goron crying is the most obnoxious thing that you'll hear in your whole entire life. It's like the #1 reason why I never want to have kids, is I don't want to have to be woken up by a baby. I feel like that's the way you officially become an adult, is by having kids. Oh damn, they just straight up gave us the item. We didn't even have to talk to the baby. The Lens of Truth. Okay, this is actually a really great item as well. This allows us to do a decent amount of things, and it's going to make a lot of other things easier, like, well, I was going to say it makes things easier, like going to that floating island and coming back without the feathers, but we don't have to do that anymore because we've already gotten those items in all those chests. But fortunately, we also make the baby go to sleep. And everybody else fell asleep too. The powers of the Goron Lullaby. Another little side quest we can do. I'm going to take this stick and I'm going to light all the torches inside this Goron Shrine. And while I do, let's go ahead and mention last episode's comment question of the day, which was, if you could play an instrument in any band, what instrument would you play and what band would you play in? And here are my favorite responses. And my answer to the question is, I would probably want to go back to playing drums since that's the instrument I know how to play. And I would want to play drums in Paramore, but not new Paramore. I'd want to go back and play drums for like 2010 Paramore, back in their Riot phase, where they did songs like Misery Business and Crush Crush Crush. Crush Crush Crush. That was one of my favorite bands back in the day, and they've become like a little bit too pop now. They used to be a lot more punk rock, which is what I liked them for, but I think that would have been a blast. And then my second choice would probably be to play the drums in Panic at the Disco, back when it was a band, before it was just Brendan Urie, because I just loved the drums in his first album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. It was so good. And that would, I don't know, is that a cop-out answer, saying you want to play in a band back during a certain phase? I don't know, but that's my answer. Alright, what we're going to do next is one of these Goron pots that's spinning around has some food in it for that one Goron that's stranded over by the smithy. And also, I completely forgot about the sword upgrade, how we were going to get the dust and try to get the sword upgrade on day 3 or try to get an item for that. I totally forgot about that, so we're gonna have to do that in a different day cycle as well, but it's okay. Oh, okay. This side quest can suck. No! Oh, see, that's the worst. The thing about time it is it sucks because you can't really time it out because you start in the baby's room and you can't even see what's happening, so you kind of have to just go for it and hope you hit one of the things. Oh, come on! So we're really gonna make us wait to the very last one? Come on! Oh! Maybe we can start here where the room begins so we can like time this out better. Okay, perfect. There it is. My question is, who's putting food up in the light fixtures anyways? That is like the worst place to store food. But this is hilarious. It's a rock sirloin. I don't know how this works. There's a bone going through a rock. I guess that's what this is. I'm not the chef of this, so I don't know the answers. Maybe ask Goron Ramsay. He probably knows the recipe. Now to make the side quest even worse, we have to walk this thing all the way to the Goron that's stuck over on that ledge. Alright, you lazy POS. Here's your food. Up here, up here. I am sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I am very hungry. What if we just like ate this in front of him? Just like nom 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 nom. That'd be so mean. Alright, there you go. That's it! It's so good that I dream about it. The Dongo Cavern's finest quality rock sirloin. This is my absolute favorite. Blessed be this meal. Nom 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 nom. Delicioso. Oh, my energy has returned to me. I am coming down. Wait a moment. I can't believe he needed the energy to do that. He stayed up there for days because he couldn't roll off there. Oh, I wondered who it might be. Why, if it isn't Darmani, you are alive? Yes, I see. This is the reason why you knew my favorite food. Oh, I almost forgot. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. He gave us a Goron Lullaby. I think that means we can finally go to our first dungeon, guys. This lullaby blankets listeners to calm while making eyelids grow heavy. Yeah, this is going to allow us to go inside the Snowhead Temple. We went at the beginning of this episode with having no hope for anything, to finally having hope again. It was crafted so well that no one would ever think twice if you were to direct the frog choir. And normally you get the Dongero's mask right there, which allows you to talk to frogs. That's all it allows you to do is talk to frogs. I feel like that's one of the downsides about the masks in this game, is like a few of them have cool abilities, but some are just like completely pointless. But I guess that could be today's comic question of the day, is what would be a cool new function for one of the masks? For example, if the frog mask allowed you to jump without having to walk to an edge, that'd be kind of cool. I won't list any more examples so I can let you guys have some, but what are some cool new uses for the masks that they could have? And I will read my favorite answers in the next episode. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Okay.